Hello and welcome to the Epic Evaluators. Here,
Hey,
here, hey.
hey. So here's the big question, right? Did you make it?
Yes, I made
Did
it
you
to the
make it?
movie.
No, that's not the question from our video the other day. Did you make it through, or were you weak?
Oh, I made it through. I made it through.
You
Yeah.
made it through.
No, 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 no. I had one, two, three. I don't know how many boring parts were there. No, at
Oh,
least
there
two
were
breaks.
lots.
At least two breaks. Yeah. I missed the first I don't know minute because, as you know, I mean, we got to talk about it a little bit. The Marvel preview.
Yeah, well, that's the whole reason to go see
That
this.
was the whole movie. That's right. That's what the whole reason. And it was the last thing to show. And then right after that, boom, right into the movie. 30 minutes of waiting for that. What was that about? 20 seconds of the
Yeah,
Marvel?
well, and the funny thing is that was leaked online. A lot of people, I thought so too, that it was AI. I didn't watch. I watched like the first little bit of it, and then I thought, well, if this is real, I want to wait to see it in front of Avatar, right?
Yeah.
And here it turns out that the leaked thing, which is kind of a lame trailer, I think. I don't know.
Yes.
What do you think? I mean,
I
this is all we're gonna do, really. Like you've got look at look at. They're saying Marvel's gonna probably put, at least 500 million into making this thing, right? The
right.
Avengers Doomsday, and that's easy after it's come out. The truth came out about Deadpool and Wolverine, where they spent at least 500, what 550, almost 560 million, not including advertising, making that thing. So that thing barely made a profit at
Right.
1.3 or 1.4 million dollars. So
Right.
so anyway, yeah, this is Avatar review, but yes, I mean, I was kind of like, I was confused. It's like, so we're gonna, and there's leaks of like they're doing a Thor one just like that, and it's just like,
Hmm.
really, this is the way you're gonna get people excited? Hey, Cap's back, the real Cap.
Yeah. Gee, because I don't know, the other one failed so
Yeah.
badly.
Well, did you see that there's actually an online controversy about, there's you know, the woke left is there saying like, hey, wow, Anthony Mackie, he's my Cap. I don't want Chris Evans back. It's like, are you serious?
I
It's
still can't get myself to watch it to this day. I just can't. I can't.
it wa- it wasn't bad. It was not bad. It was Captain America: Brave New World. If you're a comics fan, it's okay. It's no worse than some of the other ones they put out in the last few years, right?
Okay. We'll
It,
leave it at
it's
that.
it's just you're so used to him being Falcon, a human being, flesh and
Hmm.
blood,
Yeah.
and you know, and he still is. He's now in a suit, and so I get it's weird because if you look at it, there is a little bit of bias going on in your head, but it's not for the reason that it say. It's not because of the color of his skin. The bias
Mhm.
is you've seen him as a human being. He's still a human being fighting all his and he was never like Tony Stark building an Iron Man suit.
No.
So, like, yes, the Wakandans gave him the suit, but it still doesn't make sense in your head that he
No
can fight.
superpowers. No
Yeah,
super healing. No super
yeah,
strength.
exactly.
But he's going against Red Hall. I mean, that right there is enough for me to say, no, no, no.
Well, on YouTube, there's how it should have ended. That's a great channel, and they have, it's one of their funniest videos in a long time. They show how it's a cartoon they make of all the scenes, and then they'll show, well, not all the scenes, those key scenes. They'll say, like, this is how it should have ended, and they they show Hulk picking up Captain America, snapping him in half, which is what would really happen.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
But yes, that was a disappointing trailer. Getting back to Avatar,
Yes.
we're getting closer to reviewing Avatar.
Yes, that's how good it is. We just can't wait to talk about it. We're just stuck on Marvel. Yeah, yeah. So I'll let you go first, sir. So go ahead.
Oh,
About it.
that's the way we're gonna do this.
No? All right, good.
You
I
need to
will go then.
drop it on me.
I will
Okay,
go.
fine.
So I'm going to
What
just
you
go
think?
through.
What do
Yeah,
you
yeah, all
think?
right. Sure. I'm going to go through, and these are all non spoilers, by the way. So some of our friends and leagues of fans that are out there are afraid we're going to give spoilers. That will be after, and I will give plenty of warning. So, more action. I actually thought this movie for 3 hours and 17 minutes, it went relatively quick for me, minus the little breaks that I had to do. But I thought it was more action in general. Actually not a bad storyline, very similar to the other ones, but at least there's something different there. Um, the 3D effects, of course, were there. I mean, I don't know if they're necessarily better per se, but I definitely did notice some key things that they, like, did. Like, the water just seemed amazing in there to me.
Well, well, now, Dean, sorry, Verdicts, your new name,
Yeah,
not
okay,
Dinar, not Dinar,
vertical.
Verdicts. Hey, so,
Review.
uh, what you see your IMAX theater? Did they project it in high frame rate?
Oh, I didn't see it IMAX. It was HD.
Oh, you saw really? Oh,
Oh, yeah.
you wimp!
Yeah, yeah.
You saw it in 3D though, right?
Oh, yeah, 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 definitely
Uh,
saw it in 3D. Oh, where are my glasses? Dang it, where are my glasses on? You could probably see if I had them on, too.
yeah, well,
Just
it
kidding.
wouldn't matter. Yeah, yeah, your face looks beautiful the way it is. Verdicts.
I have a face for radio, here I am.
On the action thing, yeah, it was better than Way of Water. I only looked at my watch maybe 4 or 5 times. You know what's funny is the first Avatar was really something else. I think for everyone, even though it probably has the worst story of the three, the
Mhm.
first film. But the Way of the Water and this one, it was the same thing. It was like you're kind of really engrossed for the first hour, and yet that first hour, like by the time I look at my watch the first time, I feel like it has been 2 hours, maybe 2.5. And I look down, and it's like, oh, holy moly, I got 2.5 to go. And at that point too, I had gone to the restroom and all that stuff beforehand, and I had kind of mentally. You have to really mentally prepare yourself to get through these films. Talking explicitly Avatar, and really it's just the last two. He's gone into this Cameron is, I don't know, what's he, senile now or something, like he's like longer. Oh, I want to hold on that scene even longer. I want to explain. I want to show how they got from here to here. No cuts, no hard cuts. And with, oh yeah, well, it'll probably be part of the spoiler part, because I want to talk too. Because like as much as he spends all this time flapping about, right, showing these long scenes and like the nature of the planet. I did feel like in the last hour and a half, I felt like there were a lot of times where I said, like, wait a minute, what did I miss? What did I miss? I've been sitting here watching this whole thing.
Right.
I've not fallen asleep. I don't know how. By the miracle of God, I didn't fall asleep. Right? But but I'm like, what? We'll talk more about it in spoilers. But I felt
Yep.
there was like things missing, things cut out that were kind of critical. But uh,
Yeah, no, I'd agree with that. It's all of a sudden like a scene cut. Oh, here you are, and they're talking about something, and you're like, wait, what? How does that tie in again? Yeah. Yeah, I get you there. Um, so
excuse me.
I don't know if this is a spoiler, and I don't think it is, but the new tribe. So
Yeah.
I thought that was good. And then this is a James Cameron typical thing, I think, but the dramatic scenes, I think there were some scenes, I'll talk about them in the spoiler part, but some of the scenes were like, to me, it just seemed like they really put in like a dramatic emphasis. In fact, there's some hardcore Avatar people. They're sitting on either side of me, and they're like, "Oh, ooh, oh!" I was like, "Oh, well, okay, I guess that was a dramatic scene. It does make sense." So,
Well, the people got ahead of me in reserving the seats, and so they had my favorite seats, the two people next to me, right? And so I was seeing the theater, filling up. Normally, I will do the one seat space spread thing, but I thought, well, I don't want to be sitting 3.5 hours off to the side, so I sit right next to these people. And I could have moved over, but well, then I had annoying people behind me talking too. Like, what is this? I'm at IMAX, $30 friggin' dollars, over $30 for 3D, right? And I got two guys behind me. they're just talking like what do they think? Like, oh, well, we'll go to the IMAX, and then that way we can just talk, because it's loud enough. It's like they're just talking like at full, like this loud, like you and I are talking. They're just talking this loud,
Oh,
and I had to turn around, and then maybe a few minutes later, I finally said, "Come on, guys!" And they finally, thank God again, finally they shut up because I'm like, I don't know, I'm gonna go 3.5 hours with someone talking in my ear, But to your point,
hmm.
sorry, I blather on a lot. I, I hope I wasn't annoying to the people to the people next to because there was a lot of times there were a lot of scenes, a lot of not a lot of scenes, a lot of things people say, especially Quaritch, the military guy,
Hmm.
that I just laughed. It was just so ridiculous. It was like they were trying to inject comedy in it, and it doesn't work in Avatar. Like it was the cheap kind of comedic laughs. I thought, unlike more like the Marvel humor and less like the seriousness of Avatar. Usually, the comedy in Avatar is usually like very situational. Like something happened and they fell on a rock and fell right next to a plant that licked them or something. Yeah, but it's very situational. It's not really the comedy in Avatar, the first two films, usually does not come from something someone says that's cute or
Yeah, yeah.
cool or tough. Yeah.
At first, I mean, so that goes. I guess we're getting to dislikes a bit, but like that goes into my dislikes a little because the humor wasn't bad. It was okay, but it was more. I would call it more on a childish side and not as the more serious side of the movie. And to your point, not fitting into the whole scenery, the drama, the aspect of the Avatar movies. And it just seemed like, oh, okay, it might go that direction, but then they go right back to serious and uh,
Oh,
doing what they do.
there's some stuff when we talk about the spoilers with Quaritch especially, but there's some stuff in the middle of the movie. Actually, even then the first third of the movie, I guess, that happens, and it's just like, wait a minute, wait, did I thought his character grew a little, and wait a minute, he's back to the same old. I'm gonna kick their butts.
Somebody mentioned that actually. They're like, "Oh, look at that! He grew 2 feet in one scene or something."
It's just well, okay. So we were still on the good stuff, and we sidetracked a little because you said you did go to IMAX.
Yeah.
Anyway, they finally, I would say, they finally perfected high frame rate 3D. In the beginning, 30 minutes, there was some sketchy stuff. There's one scene in particular, I forgot. They were like looking at a tree or a log or something like that, and I don't know, like the camera was spinning a little, and like, man, dude, I go to a lot of 3D movies. I love 3D. Almost felt like I was gonna puke at the scene. It was so bad, but the overall, unlike Way of the Water, where it was very jumpy, and I read about this is like it's not all frame rate; it's like variable frame rate. There's some things that they didn't shoot in 48 frames per second, so then they have to like use the when they're editing the film, they have to fake the frames on those
Okay.
so then you get kind of like on a TV, like when you get the motion adaptation thing on your TV. I hate that stuff, but when you have it on, and how sometimes it skips frames and stuff. That's kind of what happens in the high frame rate, especially in Way of the Water. But this, after the first 30 minutes, I would say they perfected it. It was really like, and you missed it. If you did not go to IMAX, you missed it because in IMAX, that 3D looks, it is, it's kind of like on the PC. Yeah, well, Verdicts, you play on the PC a lot, right? And you like 60 frames per second, right?
Hmm. Yep.
I'm not a big deal. I'd rather have a pretty picture, but so 30 is fine with me. But that whole deal, the 60 frames per second, imagine that watching this movie with the 3D. It
Hmm.
makes it, it does make it look almost lifelike, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. That's good. Um, let's see. So
What
dislikes.
else did you like, or
Uh,
was that the end of it?
I mean, I think that was from the non-spoiler aspects. I mean, the storyline was really the good thing. I thought the storyline was better than I was imagining based on the trailers, and it has some of the same similarities of the other ones. But yeah.
Well, so I disagree with that statement. I thought
Mm.
I thought there was one really big missed opportunity and
Oh,
in
true,
the
true. I think I
story.
know where you're going.
Oh yeah, we'll
I
talk
think I know
about
where
the
you're going.
spoilers. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
See if
Hmm.
we're on the same page on that. One really
Yeah.
big missed opportunity, and then two, um, I just thought there was too many things that felt just like Way of the Water. The rumor also is that this was one movie, Way of the Water and The Fire and Ash, and then he split them up because too much was going on.
Hmm.
And I think it shows because they repeat, and we'll talk more in the spoilers, but they repeat exact scenes. I mean, I feel I was it was way too much deja vu. I felt like Fire and
Yes.
Ash was
The
Avatar.
underwater one scenes, I would
Yeah,
say.
I
Yeah.
felt it was Avatar's greatest hits. It's like,
There's definitely some of that. Definitely.
yeah.
Um. So you look at time, but like, what about dislikes?
Oh, well, first I wanted to just show some. Hopefully, this will come up because, this is what you missed because you didn't go to.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's not showing up. It's the. Yeah, I'd have to turn on. I got a big promo thing from
Oh.
IMAX. It's
Hmm.
beautiful. It's got a. It's. I swear it's beautiful. It's a pre-production art of those flying balloon ships.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were cool. I thought those were imaginative. So the
Yes.
creativity, I thought, was the creatures. I think that was actually another pro that I liked. At first I was like, we can't talk about the scenes, but there were some funny scenes, but it was cool related to the creatures. But the dislike, can't stand.
Oh.
There was just way too much hissing.
It's been
It's
in every
just
Avatar. Yeah, the
yeah, I
hi,
guess so, but
hi.
I
It's like,
guess
come on.
so. But it seemed like it was just a little too much. I mean, even the fanboys left and right of me were getting a little tired of it.
Oh yeah,
Um,
well, yeah. Well, the other thing is too. It's with that team. That's verdicts. With that verdicts, it is also. I felt kind of like. I wonder how women like this one because it is very kind of stereotypical caddy type of fighting in this. Like the two women, right?
oh,
The,
right, for
the new
sure.
the new bad guy, the
Hmm.
bad girl, right? The villain,
Hmm. Hmm.
and what's her face? We should know her name. Yeah, I don't remember any Avatar names except for Spider, the guy.
The human
And
name, yeah.
Jake Sully, and then what's his wife's name?
Uh, Natiri,
Natiri, yeah,
yeah.
Natiri. The fight between Natiri and the hot villain alien girl.
Uh, who was that? Is that
Oh,
Tuck?
I've got IMDb up.
Nen? No.
Hmm? No, the Natiri and the yeah Yarang. That's the villain's name. Yarang. Yeah, she
Oh,
played by Una Champlin.
oh,
Champlin.
okay.
Yeah, she's a Spanish. What is it? She's a Spanish. Oops, no, Spanish actress. I thought
Hmm.
she said she's mixed, but she was. I thought she was really good. I thought, and that's part of why I'm a little peeved that where they took the story because they brought in a character that was kind of interesting, and then kind of
Yeah, this is true. This is true. They took her out of they took her off an interesting piece quick, I think. Yeah, you're right. Um so um the Spirit Reef impact like thing, like at the end, I didn't like that.
well, you might be getting into spoilers type stuff. Yeah,
Yeah, well, it's a
yeah.
Spirit Reef. Uh and then
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, we should probably do that. Just go to
All
it's
right, here we go.
yeah.
This is your time to walk away.
But don't